holders of New Zealand assets and would continue to be so.
Question number 4, Dr. Jackie Blue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of ACC and asks, what progress has the government made in better managing ACC claim costs after they increased from $2.1 billion in 2005-06 to $3.1 billion in 2008-09, and how will these help families and businesses?
The Honourable Dr. Nick Smith.
Mr. Speaker, the 50% increase in claim costs during the last term of government was not sustainable. We have since reduced costs by 15%, effectively reversing the extravagant end of these increases. A good example is physio costs that more than doubled when the previous government made them free. Reintroducing a part charge has saved $60 million per year. We have got ACC back into surplus, enabling levy reductions. For households, the saving is $250 a year or $5 per week. For businesses, it's a 22% reduction in costs or $1,100 for the average small business, reducing the burden of ACC levies by $587 million per year will help the New Zealand economy recover.
Dr. Jackie Blue.
Thank you. To the Minister, what success has the government had in improving ACC rehabilitation rates, and how much has this contributed to the turnaround in ACC finances?
The Honourable Dr.
Speaker,
Nick Smith.
Income compensation is ACC's largest cost. Rehabilitation rates declined significantly between 2005 and 2008, leaving thousands more people dependent on ACC. This government has put a real focus on improving rehabilitation with programs like Better at Work. We've got 2,000 fewer people receiving income compensation as a consequence, and that is one of the reasons that we've been able to give households and businesses some relief.
The Honourable Jim Anderson.
Mr. Speaker, can the Minister tell the House which made the larger contribution to the ACC deficit, the 2008 financial crisis, or the move by ACC from partial pay-as-you-go to full funding? And given that these problems have evened out, as they tend to do with these long-term investment programs, will he now apologise for using them as an excuse for ACC to cut access to elective surgery for many vulnerable New Zealanders by 200% between 2008 and 2010?
Mr. Speaker, I'd make 2 points in response. The first is that ACC's audited accounts showed a loss of $2.4 billion in 2007-08 and $4.8 billion in 2008-09. The member asserts that that loss was as a consequence of investments. Not $1 of the $4.8 billion loss was as a consequence of loss on investments. On elective surgery, Mr. Speaker, the costs of elective surgery went from $120 million to $240 million. Now, we have just pulled it back by quite a small amount. Well, members opposite, can they please explain to me, was there a more than doubling of accidents that resulted in that more than doubling of costs? Of course there was not. There was simply slack financial management by...
The Honourable Jim Anderson.
Mr. Speaker, to the Minister, did ACC go too far in rejecting claims that it said resulted from age-related injuries, even for 15-year-olds, and was its excess enthusiasm for significantly declining legitimate claims, as shown by increasing ACC losses on appeal, a result of his and ACC's misleading statements about the financial viability of ACC?
The Honourable Dr. Nick Smith.
Mr. Speaker, in the last financial year, ACC spent $234 million on elective surgery. That is more than every year bar one in which Labor was in government. We're going to do actually more surgery last year and this year than the average in the term of the previous government. Now, there's always going to be a difficult grey area between health and ACC. this government is absolutely committed to ensuring that there is elective surgery and other rehabilitation for genuine accident victims. There has been some changes with respect to elective surgery and working closely with the orthopaedic surgeons, and I think that will provide a better service for the public.
Question number 5, the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr.